An outburst. Is that an
No, that is Steamit's car. I don't know if you've seen him.
Where is he from Ghana too?
No, he's a white guy. He steps a lot. He's coming to the step.
Don't care about what color people are. Does he have weed or not?
Yep.
Well, a man with weed is a friend indeed.
Have you been making videos nowadays?
A friend without weed is a friend in need.
Sorry, there is too many needy people on this planet already. Go to Mars. Hitchhike with Elon. I hear he has a car driving in that direction right now. He's from Africa too. South Africa.
Who?
Elon Musk.
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
You said who is from South Africa?
Elon Musk.
Okay.
A demigod that lives in the United States and is building a little pipeline that probably is going to collapse the first time they turn it on. It's called the Hyperloop. African shit technology. You should see the blueprint of that stuff. Holy shit. What stubborn they are and building they do. Law of physics don't apply to them, you know. I mean, they are like, cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Seriously, geek?
Check what I typed in TeamSpeak and it comes. It's so busted, dude.
Isn't there a conversation going on in TeamSpeak?
Yeah, I'm jumping back there. Come over. It's got a little more momentum at the moment. You know, it's the tough thing in Discord. Small groups have a hard time competing against big groups if we're action whores.
Oh, what are they talking about over there?
I don't know. Just ridiculous, silly shit. I like when Inertia's interacting. It's fun. It's always like I laugh more when he throws up his gifs and shit. I'll be over there for a minute. I'm in both. I'm in typing over here.
Yeah, I was just joking, my friend.
I mean, just on Earth, it takes 8 months for a guy to create enough ingredients to make a turkey sandwich. What the fuck are you gonna do on Mars for? No internet,
Did
no
you see that video?
munchies.
Are you talking about the guy who grew his own ingredients for the turkey sandwich?
Oh, I haven't spent time. Dude, that is another thing I want to address. You know, whenever you watch videos that are very long on YouTube, write a comment, tell them to shorten the fucking video. Nobody has time to spend 30 minutes on anything. Least of all me. I mean, if you can't make a 5-minute video on it, you're a fucking bad editor.
Have you seen that pic that I just sent to the group?
What picture?
Image.
Ghana. The one roundabout.
Yeah. Have you seen that store building over there? Like that is the right side.
That 4-floor little thing.
Yeah. That's where I'm still working on to get my office up there.
Why you wanna have an office on that?
I've been working for someone for so long, you know. I get little pays. I have a lot of things to sort out, taking care of my kids. That is no more. So I just want to start a business of my own, a photo shoot clinic. I will be taking pictures of guys and photo shoot and stuff there, and I'll get money to support my family than just wasting my time there. So that's where I want to go.
if there all of a sudden appears a lot of smiling Ghana people on the internet, it's you.
We have good internet here. Just that you have to pay very high, kind of high, to get good internet data to just do your own things.
Boy, you are nuts. And
good luck on that office. What's your plan to earn it?
I will make a post about it because it's my personal. It costs a lot here. I don't know why it costs that a lot. I don't know if it's because it's in the middle of the town that I'm in, but I just want to employ a couple of guys. I have guys here. I don't want them to waste their time. So just want to just help people around me, family as well. So I just want to make it a little bit big, and it's okay. It's cool.
Now, waste my time. Tell me how you're going to get that office. I'm interested.
Okay. I have to rent it. That is monthly. You rent it out monthly, which is like let's say $39 a month. They rent it out maximum year. That is no, at least 2 years. You have to pay in 2 years before you can get in. So that is the first step. Then I get my cameras and my machines in which I can use to edit pictures and stuff. Then I started out.
What's your current income?
I get like say 60 to 70 dollars every month. Let's say monthly. They pay monthly.
You would have made a shitload more if you were working for me.
Come again?
I say you would be making a shitload more if you were working for me. You're in the wrong country, boy.
Yeah. Nature. Just nature. You can't change it.
Are you gonna start an SMT?
Him or me?
Come again?
Smart media token.
Sounds like
a,
you know what is that.
a media business. Oh yeah, Shark Media Token. Smart.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Don't wanna issue a token. So much work with it. Always have to go in front of camera or Twitter or updates. Like, hey, my meaningless shitcoin is just got an upgrade. Hooray! Pump-a-dum. Well, dude, I mean, everything is meaningless until you put some makeup on it. Make believe. Substance.
So we've established what the office costs and your goals for owning the office and what your current income is. Do we have a plan on how long it's going to take to get an office?
Yeah, it's really going to take a very long time. And Ghana, if you take loan, it will be like if you take loan from the banks, it will be like you'll be working for the bank because little thing that you get, you have to just go and pay it out. So it's very crazy thing hitting me up. It's not easy, but I believe that I'll be able to fight.
So they'll come to you to get a photo shoot.
Yeah, they will book me. Then I'll go and take pictures of them. The town that I'm in, it's very okay. It's very big, but we have little media offices here. Like the camera, I think we have like 4 or 5, which are quality. So bringing such type of thing is able to just earn me something and good living.
Would it be like mostly weddings? That kind of?
Yeah, weddings and any church programs. If someone want photo shoot and stuff, so I'll just be able to just get them. I took some pictures that I think I took pictures at church. I take cool pictures, and I'm still working on my editing. I can show you sample of it. It's going great.
So if I invested in your office, what would I hope to gain?
A hug.
Huh. Well, I'm out on this one.
Oh, come on. What? That's quite the incentive.
Yeah, I went to get them. I took this pictures uh, at church. That is Sunday ago, and I edited them myself. So just working them out.
This white girls, is that something you're gonna sacrifice?
No, no. Actually, they're part of organization which is based in the United States of America with the name Word Race. They are missionaries. They visited churches. They help do missionary works. They invite.
Geek, are you talking? I see a green circle around you.
From me was to graduate from school, but I had other plans, so I been school to do. I called food line, had to tell them I was through. No more stocking peas and corn. I was born for a much greater purpose. Do you this service, Margie?
That music bot, holy shit! If you have your volume up, that is a little shocking.
Maybe I donate a slump of money to the Miracle Channel. No, not the American Miracle Channel.
Anything remotely interesting happen down in your corner of the world today, first again?
Just checking sources about Ghana.
Let's jump back real quick to Shark Tank. What is it that stops us from like combining Shark Tank with American Idol? Like, since we now have equity crowdsourcing, what stops us from doing a Shark Tank where the audience pays for shit?
Nothing.
So let's do that. That's the shit, dude. We got so much. I want to do that.
But I'm not interested in investing in anybody right now.
No. The way I see it, you would just be like, you'd be like one of the hosts of the show. You wouldn't put any money in. The audience would capitalize all the ideas. You just get a fee for, being one of the producers.
The point of the show is that the hosts put their money in.
No, the point of the show is that the audience collectively citizen sources ideas in real time through their phones, to me.
No, he's talking about the existing show called Shark Tank.
Oh, right. Fuck Shark Tank. I'm in it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, that show had, that was the big draw. You made your pitch to the guys or the gals, who would say, "Yeah, I want to get." Have you seen the show?
Yeah, but of course, just imagine. I imagine like Verstigan sitting on a Viking throne, and maybe you and Nate, and then like you guys don't put any money up. You're just the ones who ask the questions. The people watching, they decide if they want to slide some crypto into the account. That's it. Like, you got 6 million people watching Shark Tank. It wasn't, the ideas weren't the greatest, and I'm not saying we could do 50 seasons, but we could do a couple seasons and pull in mad investment. I mean, we need somebody. We need some bigger, but we can do it. I mean, we like a rotating cast. But I'm positive that this is coming.
Well, you need someone with success if you want to have any weight or any.
Well, you have a measure of success and gravity that a lot of us don't have. You are an entertainment guy too.
There was a time when we would all pile into Beyond Bitcoin and kind of do this, but it didn't.
Well, that's because when they were lacking great ideas, they went along with really stupid ideas. So I don't want to listen to those idiots no more. I don't care. They showed me with Mr. Wang and with that other shitcoin token. I mean, no, thank you, incompetent human beings. I am tired of listening to your pitch. Go fuck yourself in buttholes.
Well, yeah, you need a higher quality of you need better pitches for it to be right. But I think you'd enjoy shooting down the dumb shit too. Come on.
Day in, day out.
No. Over a shorter period of time. Like most people don't put a lot of time into their ideas, but
also at the time, it was all user issued assets on BitShares. So when S&Ps roll out, that'll be kind of cool,
I mean, given the chance, like I would, if I had to be one, like if I had to be a contestant on the distributed like Shark Tank, and I would probably say like I would want to pitch my ideas to you and Verstigan, and most of them wouldn't win, but I guarantee you that the two of you would agree on some of them, and I think your agreement would probably cause the audience to think much more highly of ideas when people are not really that good at determining what is and what is not good. But it's their money. They have the freedom to slide crypto into an idea, and some of them just marketing alone, turns a token, a TCO or an ITO into a successful, little startup.
I mean, you can come up with the greatest idea and the greatest pitch and get your initial funding and screw up on skills. So, I don't know. I'm just not interested really because performance is so poorly.
Yeah, there's that. You can have like all these great ideas, and still have the server do all the key signing.
Can I come in a little?
Or jump in.
All right. Talking about getting people to fund, or like how I'll be getting money quick to just fund everything I'll be doing. It's very simple.
right there. Just forget it. You ain't getting enough upload from me with that attitude, money quick. Oh shit. You think we made money quickly?
I know money don't come quickly. No.
Bitcoin came out in 2009, my friend. It's 2018 now. Think that is quick? Or do you want to be rich like Trevor James and Craig Grant quick? Because that is quick, easy come, easy go quick. Unsustainable, of course.
But they don't need a lawyer.
No, of course not. That's until they stand in front of Morty in the court of law.
No, the judge will say, you're good. That's fine.
Sure,
Furskin, you don't think you'd have, like, I know what you're saying. You've seen a lot of dumb ideas and pitches that drove you crazy, but, like, if you could get, you don't think it'd be fun to do that if you got a little bit more quality?
That's not what I attract. I attract quantity.
No, you got
out of everybody that I have attracted into TeamSpeak, there is only a few people I can say these are great people.
That's all it takes, though. Just the rest of them are the audience. I mean, you got Inertia sitting right next to you. Like you got some very good people. Fuck the numbers. You got the good people.
Out of all this quantity, I'm sitting with a handful of great, sharp, slipping diamonds polished into perfection and not even satisfied with that. Self-driven people, except for Content Junkie when he's being lazy about my witness and drive me crazy. Even him is a good guy, You just need to scale up Content Junkie. Stop being so cheap. Worked hours on that just because I've been laying back for a year, man. It's like I have to wake you up and like, hey, Content Junkie, what's going on there? Like, you have to start all the way from scratch. It's like several days now. You just start up Steam from scratch now. It's horrible.
I mean, the thing I would want to make, ideally, it would be such that you gave us permission to start with our shittiest ideas, so there'd be a couple of days of like nothing realistic and just funny. But I guess we could show you a few of the good ones in private first, so you knew that it was worthwhile, and you could relax for the first couple of days while you went through the bottom of the pile of ideas. And then if you start with your best idea, you get more people to join. But I say like start with your worst foot and save your best foot ready to kick someone in the fucking ass if necessary. Like if the worst idea you can start with and still get a positive attention, the better. You got to save your greatest shit for last if you're strong enough, right? You don't want to blow your whole load the first day just to get seen.
Dude, Dude,
Like,
you know,
there's another one.
it's even. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say there's another one. We thought, the Gizmo bot was gonna be like, yeah, this will work. And where'd he go?
What was he?
That's just an example of a Shark Tank kind of mentality, and it works, and get a lot of hype going, but
theoretically, yeah.
Follow through.
Well, see, I want to follow through with that bot. We're actually working on a different bot that essentially does the same thing with Steam.
What language?
JavaScript probably.
JavaScript probably.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm working with a guy from the BTCP channel. It's one guy that's been a good troubleshooter, and he's basically trying to work because he lost all of his seed processing. His mining rig went down, or he lost something. I think he lost over like 200 ether. Hey, Nursha, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I am fucking hysterical.
Great pitch, by the way. I'm working with a guy who lost all his money.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same. Fucking losers you are gathering over there, Cole.
No, it had to do with his computer. The computer went down.
It's not good enough.
Was this the guy? You're trying to get the wallet.dat and you're trying to get the password?
No, this is a guy from India.
Different guy.
Yeah, they're still.
Are you just talking with people that claim that they've lost fucking coins or keys?
No, I don't think so. I think my portfolio.
I mean, not that it hasn't ever happened to me. I also have plenty of lost keys out there. Shit comes long forgotten.
Right. Well,
I'm not all in.
This case is, the Federal Bureau of Investigation's in on this case now. So.
Yeah, it's not good to work that into a pitch.
Yeah. Well, it's not a pitch. It was just a case that we've been working on. So, unfortunately, our lawyer is the lawyer for the public. They actually met his father the other day, and everything went pretty well. He was like, "Man, I'm just gonna give you whatever I have back that I didn't make."
What do you need a lawyer for? Lawyers are the secretaries of criminals. What do you need a secretary?
Yeah, exactly. Well, we don't need a lawyer, but he thought it might be fun to, see what he has to say. It's a family lawyer. So,
it's fun to have a lawyer talk.
It's funny to hear other people's opinions.
You know why they came up with that you have the right to remain silent thing?
Yeah, because you're guilty.
So that you legally could tell your lawyer to shut the fuck up. You speak to judges whenever I need you. Other than that, the only advice I want from you is to shut the fuck up.
Right.
You're a lawyer, so you drive your Jaguar and that's it. I don't want to see you in anything more expensive. Jag is your car. Deal with it, fucking lawyer freak.
I like to repeat you to see my friends out loud.
Well, if I don't like the laws of your land, I'll just move. Fuck your lawyer career.
I'm about to. I'm about to explode, honestly. I should have done at work today, which I should have done.
Should have done. You know, every single day, you or somebody else tell me about what they should have done.
No, I didn't say what I should have done. I said I shouldn't have done it.
Or that. I mean, why can't you just move your life in a direction that is a little bit
like... the way that they try to strong arm.
Come in from time to time and say, I made $500, I made $600, I made $300. I mean, give me a streak of, you are not that bad of a bowler. You must at least get one of these fucking bottles down every once in a while and success report,
Well, the success is... we've been enjoying spreading the word of Steam and getting a lot of people on. So.
And how are you making money on that?
Right now, we're still cultivating the people, and I'm working on the co-show. Trying to bring some better content.
The co-show?
Yeah, we're going to Austin tonight or tomorrow morning.
Why I gave up parenthood to start Steam full-time. With a bottle of booze.
We're not a bottle of booze, jackass.
Yo, what makes a good character in this space? Like, you know, being at a certain point, what's the kind of things that you're wanting to be on top of and look out for in this? Just like pre-warnings and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. Can you say it again, like a little bit closer to your mic, maybe?
Hello, can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering, like, in this space, what's the kind of traits that you wanting to develop as a character? You know, there's obviously, like, different things to watch out for, pre-warnings.
Traits?
Yeah, like, kind of what traits do you want to be developing and trying to keep on top of?
Which character traits do you want us to develop?
No, like, what character traits are required in this space?
Oh, what do you mean? Like, what kind of people need to be here, or
no, like, what do you need to be as a person when you're inside this space? Like, what's the sort of things
in this voice chat?
No, just in the crypto space on this kind of.
Oh, in crypto in general, what kind of a person?
Yeah.
What kind of character traits do you need to have to be in crypto in general?
Well, just this kind of space we're in, kind of on the blockchains, you know, within communities, developing yourself on the platform, things like that.
Well, I mean, it's like, what kind of character traits do you need to have to be on the planet Earth?
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. But there's going to be different things while you're in this particular space that are like dangerous, hazardous. You want to be watching out for.
Like, do you need to be a suspicious person?
No, you just have to be kind of like wanting to develop yourself on the platform. That's all.
You know, develop some code. What do you do?
I'm just at the moment writing it. I'm just wondering what sort of things do you need in this space, trying to run a community, trying to get yourself off the ground. Like, I've heard all those pictures there and I know what people are talking about, but
you need to be cromulent.
Cromulent.
Yes, very cromulent.
You need about $4,000, send it to my Ether address, and you'll be good.
Nice advice. Cheers, Inertia.
According to Inertia, you also need a big boy dictionary. What does it take to survive in this space? What does it take to thrive in this space? And what does it take to really succeed in this space? 3 questions.
There you penis.
Yeah, I should have had some better questions to bring to the table. I'll remember for next time.
I wonder what's an apple pie. Is it with apples?
Are you an investor? Are you a user? Are you a developer? Are you a super user? Or, I mean, what? Place yourself in a category for simplicity, please.
Just a new user, 3 months. Nowhere really. You know, just trying to make it on the platform, but just want some pre-warning signs or anything to watch out for. Really, that's all.
It's pretty much the same as anywhere else. You know, watch out for people who promise more than they can deliver and have ideas. You know, if someone's asking you for something without offering something back, use caution. It's just common sense.
Yeah, that's common sense is what I thought kind of comes into play the most, but no, silly questions, I think.
You know, you got me thinking about your question, because I realize you're new to this space. I've been here a long time. But What I do if I came to this space in new 2018, just bought my first Bitcoin probably at the top or something, 20,000, little bit depressed. Got myself into Steam. Steam gone down. I probably got in at the top there too. Now I'm here. Not getting much upvotes, probably, really need an educated guess here, what to do. The price is completely going against me.
But it's a really polite way of saying, who are these people?
Who? The noobs?
His question.
Well, yeah, just new to the platform, so it's curious to understand like what different people are like. Kind of been here for a while. I've not got much money in at all, and not been too bothered by the money itself. I think it's a platform and the difference in people. After the past few days, it's opened my mind to a few different perspectives and understand potential within the platform and the space here, and
in general,
be able to develop into just keep developing and thriving. That's all I'm really interested in.
Well, in general, there's a lot of developers in this space. And I've also found there's a lot of liberty-minded people. Now, that may not be libertarian, they may not be anarchists, but, there's people who challenge authority. There's a lot of that in this space.
Yeah, I get that. I think it's an obvious thing.
If it can be broken, it must be broken.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who couldn't care less about what crypto is, and they just see it as, a get-rich-quick scheme. There's that.
It's okay to steal in crypto, but if you steal from me, I'll chop your fucking hands off. So hands off.
It's always been okay to steal. It's always just been a matter of whether you can get caught, and if you're afraid of getting caught.
They all get caught.
Yeah, it's very much just kind of seeing the platform and the community that I even run. All I say is about engagement and encouragement. That's all I'm really focused on. Money's there, you know what I mean, but my values aren't stretched to monetary gain.
There's nothing wrong with monetary gain.
No, not at all. It'll come when it comes, but
the ice cream man loves that I have monetary gain because that makes him sell more ice cream.
He's putting my kids through college.
That's true. No, I said to the ice cream man, do not put your kids through college. Only to waste time. I need them here at the store, teach them how to sell ice cream. I think I will buy up or take over or do 3 shops around here. I have such a feeling about my chocolate empire.
Man, these are primo seats. I could really go for a hot dog.
Homer, this is an operation.
Hot dogs! Get your hot dogs here! Woohoo! I won't rest until I've gotten a hot dog.
Homer, this is a cemetery.
Hot dogs! Get your hot dogs here! Woohoo!
What do you do, follow my husband around?
Lee, he's putting my kids through college.
Trustless chocolate.
In a way, I will put some of Booster's income to purchase chocolate and have it imported here and then distributed over these 3 shops.
Ooh. Here's the name, Trustless Truffles.
They already have labels, they're just expensive chocolates. 3 times. 3x.
I still feel.
Go on, Eminem.
No, I still feel like if you do that, the really expensive chocolate could really come with a token. Could like the $100 bars, the $1,000 fucking crazy. Like I thought for kids, you make it, I talked about this, you make it, you sell it. If they break open the token and eat it, it's not a token anymore. But if it's whole, like it's still there. So if the chocolate's good enough, you break it, you eat it, you pay a very high price, but you lose your crypto when you eat the chocolate.
No, I'm not selling for crypto. I'm selling just for cash money.
Yes, I just try to work it.
You see, I'm in investments. I'm incorporated. So, and I'm making money every day for my company.
That's an interesting
idea. A lot of cash, and what are we gonna do with that cash? I need it here in Peru. Should I just take it out, pay taxes on it, or circulate it in a second company, making sure that I'm getting my money plus a lot of extra and free chocolate?
Have you ever looked at the back of a Mars bar or a Snickers? They have those zigzag patterns.
Yeah, are those key codes, or is that how you activate the coin that comes with the chocolate? The golden token?
Yeah.
Golden token!
I always thought that it looked like Tinctonese. You ever seen Alienation? Their writing was sort of zigzagged. And I always thought, wouldn't that be funny if they were using that as their language?
I think every bar, like with fuck, why do I never remember what those white and black QR, like every bar, I figure every bar should have its code. I want every water bottle that I buy to have its own unique,
Now, the problem is that someone can just take a picture of it and they've got the private key. So there's got to be a way that eating it or in some way destroying the candy bar guarantees that private key is destroyed.
Yeah, the password is inside the chocolate.
Then how do you get it out if it's in there?
You have to shit it out. It has to be broken by your digestive system, obviously.
All right, you lost me.
You know what? Keep that shitty Snickers chocolate up there with your fancy barcode. How dare you show me a chocolate from a country which allows up to 50 parts of insects to be part of the ingredients?
What if it's like a Ferrero Rocher where you can open up the chocolate?
No, I mean the process. In the USA, you have the terrible chocolate of the world. It's like, what happened? But you have a very liberal food and drug policy that allows pretty much bad chocolate to be sold. Laws that we have not where I'm from. I think I need to send a box of chocolate to Inertia so that he also understands what I'm talking about. Because these are tastes that I have tasted that is like, you don't know what Norwegian chocolate is made by virgins that only knows how to make the best chocolate in the world, and they don't even know what they're making, They've never been outside of their little milk farm. I'm sure you can find something, right? In Inertia, you have some Scandinavian connection at all? I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm sad because you have to go along with such crappy anarchistic chocolate.
Well, yeah, they add wax, I guess, or something, paraffin.
That's not okay. On the other hand, you are allowed to start up competing with them, right?
Oh, I just never bothered.
That is kind of strange. I mean, Warren Buffett is still alive and is still buying candy companies, and very few people dare to start up any candy company in these days. Why? Big money bag sitting there, and all he does is investing in chocolate companies. You seen Mondelez International? One of these days, every chocolate bar will be stamped with Mondelez International.
The mega chocolate giant.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Dr. Lincoln.
Hello, Mr. Fursticken.
Hello.
Hi.
Mr. Dr. Lincoln.
How are you two?
I'm patient.
I'm fine, thanks.
Nice to hear. Patient for what?
Well, if you're the doctor, I'll be the patient.
Oh.
My dick hurt, doctor. Oh,
Yeah,
my
babe.
dick hurt.
Yeah.
You have to take a closer look at it, doctor. I think it's falling off.
Bring me a crane.
It's too late, doctor. It's too late.
That sounds like syphilis.
A very quick conclusion you are taking here. Just because I have the biggest erection in the world right now doesn't mean that I have syphilis, Mr. Dr. Lincoln. You know, I'm questioning your total degree here. You know, I think you just printed out your diploma from some internet page.
Well, he just got a C. You know, that just means he was
Yes.
right 70% of the time.
You caught me. I just printed it out.
So to illustrate my problem, doctor. Maybe you can reconsider that thing about syphilis. I don't think that's the case. It looked more like the butterfly effect.
In this case, it could be rusty, but not syphilis.
It could be lost. Disconnect. only one missing in this video is Ringo Starr.
How do you know that?
Because he was the one taking the video. But can you see which one is Paul McCartney?
I mean, I really think even if you did it as simple as saying, someone would be like, oh, you get 20% off if you buy this product. But listen, you buy this product, 20% of what you spend on the product will go into some kind of token. Even outside of my own ideas, I think it's viable to associate crypto with like brick and mortar, textiles, whatever.
Everybody wants a token.
I don't want one. I think they're necessary. It's one of the easiest ways to crowdsource it. That's all. I don't give a fuck if it's mine. I just want the utility.
You don't want to get rich overnight?
No, I really just want to build a fucking rich as fuck company where I have a credit card. Like, that's it. I like the access to a lot of money, but I've convinced myself I can go 80 years without ever having to touch too much of it. I'm a little afraid of it. I got to be honest, because I love it and I love the shit it buys, and so I'm afraid it's too corruptive for me.
That's exactly why you need to become rich. You can go into an Apple store, buy me a computer, and just fly down here, deliver, make even more money.
Well, I'll still help you get that done. There's got to be someone else out here who has the liquid cash and the balls and the adventurous spirit to fly you a fucking loaded iMac Pro. Like, why would I be the only one? All my money's tied the fuck up, and it's not even that much.
Well, I don't know. For me, there is always a solution. This is like a sure thing. For a broke American, I mean, this should be the definition on why you should get a small business loan when you have such a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, not only to buy American, but to export American and make money, bring it back to your patriotic homeland so you can flash it for all your friends and tell them what a great businessman you are.
Well, it would be super amusing, but it would be really funny to try to make a scene in a movie where I tried to convince a bank officer to give me money to buy an iMac Pro to deliver via airplane to Peru to a Viking. He might question, if I could convince him, I'd be the pitch man of the century, I think.
What are you talking about banks for? Didn't you just, like a minute ago, talk about how easy it was to crowdsource and blah, blah, blah? Can't you fucking crowdsource so you have for an iMac Pro and make ROI for your investors? I mean, small business.
That sounds kind of fun, actually. I mean, going out and asking people. Yeah, that could be interesting. Does anyone here want to put up some money to pre-purchase an absolutely loaded iMac Pro that I will deliver to First Akin down in Peru? Or we can have a contest to see who gets to go down and deliver it?
Very public, this department. Contest of who got to deliver.
No, that's boring. You have to make it who gets it to deliver by bypassing the security without getting seen. That would be an interesting contest. Who makes it first without getting shot?
What do you gotta do? Throw it over the fence? What's the goal here?
Not getting shot.
No, I get a helicopter, I make a round trip over the house, and I jump out with a parachute, and the iMac is right back in my bag. That's how you could try to do it, as long as they don't have like a rocket system shooting you down. Do you have First Akin?
I don't, but the airbase behind me probably have.
Then I will get a flower shop 1 kilometer distanced and grab a tunnel up to the garden, and then I come up.
You only have, before expenses, you're dealing with a $3,000 net, so a helicopter or a tunnel might make this a net negative for you, so you better get some votes for the story.
Well, I just wanted to make it more interesting.
I mean,
it's cheaper just to send my bodyguard up and down on a day plane.
No, seriously, what's the issue here? You need an iMac Pro and you cannot get it in Peru, or what's the problem?
I can't get that upgraded deliciousness right here, right now. The importers of the shit is always going for the lowest, the least pricey one.
Well, I mean, if you buy one and ship it here, I'll bring it down. I'll take $1,000. I'll take it down to 17,000 too.
Well, if I want to do that, I would need you. DHL and FedEx shipped to Peru, no problem.
Oh, I thought you wanted to see me. I thought you wanted the first one of us to finally make it down there.
Well, some of the idea here was to pay the whole damn thing with crypto on delivery. Not some credit up front kind of shit.
Yeah, I figured that's why you're going to give me $3,000.
Yeah, it's much easier that way. You make more money, and I don't need to go through the loop.
I do like crypto livery, though. I also like delivery. Livery is a cool word.
Dude, if you just be the delivery guy of whatever it is that rich people want, wherever it is where they are, you'll be rich yourself, bro. I'm speaking from my heart right now. Just be the delivery guy. Delivery guy that flies from one place to another place with whatever. Rolexes, jewelry, diamonds, IMAX, who the fuck cares? Just be the guy that deliver those things and you'll be equipped, bro.
I don't like middleman shit, though. I would do it only because it's you and it would be fun. I don't like delivering things.
Well, that's where the money is. There is no money in the receiving end, and there is only what it costs in the sender's end. So if you want to make money anywhere in this world, even if you're selling ice cream to the end user, you are the middleman.
What?
Middleman between the ice cream factory and me.
What industry makes the most? Like, I mean, like mining, finance, like delivery, manufacturing, invention. Who makes the most? Finance?
Of course, finance makes the most because we move shit up and sell it, and yeah.
And if
that's
so,
what we do.
so if we get rid of if we get rid of the finance middleman, part of the argument to the world is a massive savings.
I don't want to get rid of the middleman.
No, you don't. I thought crypto becomes like the middle tech, like the middle hearth. Like, I want to get rid of that. I fucking hate unnecessary middlemen. Let's say that.
Well, that is self-correcting with a better system and better systems and monetization of. We are leaving behind some old tech just like typewriters and telex. I mean, they still are there. You can still use them, but they don't get as much business as they did before.
Yeah, but
middlemen provide liquidity.
That's true.
Now you got to build the whole thing in the fucking ocean in the first place. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I'm not saying get rid of them, but I think like if you could eliminate a lot of their salaries, I think a lot of the financial salaries involve bullshit, manipulation. It's totally fucking unnecessary for the basic economics. There is probably trillions and trillions that the population could look at and be like, why are we letting the people who funnel and touch the money keep so much of it? That seems like a mistake. They're skimming way too the fuck much.
Well, because it's my money and it's nobody else's money, and I skim as much as I want. That's my job. That's why I'm incorporated. It's like an agreement with the rest of the world that I'm in business, and my business is to accumulate and make money. That's my job. No, it's not a non-profit. It's not charity I'm running a business. And I don't issue tokens.
What about booster tokens?
For what?
I don't know. Delegated steam power, maybe?
You know, that's just a derivative.
Yeah.
Much better to use the main currency, and by doing that force the main currencies to be dumped on the market every single day. It hardens it. Trust me on this one. When you want to build up something, you have to first slam it down and slam it down and slam it down. That's the only way you build a sustainable growth from the bottom line. And then we go into bull market mode. That's crazy. That's crazy times what's up. You already been with us one round, and next time it's gonna be even crazier. Think about everybody that is hungry now for this $20,000 bitcoins so they can break even.
If it follows last year's pattern, it started with income tax returns.
Income tax return.
Yeah, tax refunds in the U.S.
What date is that?
Oh, it can happen from now until summer, but it's centered on April 15th.
April 15th, April 15th. There is a song about April 15th. That's 2 more days. 2 more days and we are done with tax season.
you're kind of forgetting the end of March and the beginning of April.
Ah, yes, you're correct. Sorry about that. You know, I'm time traveler. Sometimes my watch is not showing the right date. Now there is a rare earth element that is called forsticium that you need in order to time travel. And I'm the only one that has it. Holy shit, it's Rick.
Rick?
Yeah. Rick turned himself into a krill. Hey. Rick the Krill! Rick the Krill! How you doing, Rick the Krill? I don't know. Rick and Morty was something they talked about in here when I was busy investing. And now that I'm not busy investing anymore, I'm up to season 3, episode 5 now on Rick and Morty. Catching up.
Is there anybody here who, like, first, can you said you didn't watch Black Mirror? Isn't there anybody here that would recommend Black Mirror to Mr. Furstican?
Oh, what? Furstican's seen Black Mirror, hasn't he?
No.
Haven't you? Oh, man, there's... Actually, the first season was kind of okay, but the last season was pretty badass.
Yeah, I like Black Mirror too.
It's cool because every episode is different. Like, there's kind of a running theme of, like, technology getting out of control or whatever, but... Or something like that. But
I'll check it out. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Why I like Rick and Morty? I didn't expect to like Rick and Morty, but in episode 1 I found myself laughing out loud of a stupid cartoon that haven't happened since Beavis and Butthead happened. So it was a nice experience to just laugh at something that was so improvised that it's almost real.
I like Rick and Morty. Just see the new John Oliver. I'm sure everybody's seen it by now. I just barely watched it though. I didn't know he talks so much about EOS and had Brock Pierce on there.
That was hilarious.
That had me laughing actually.
Responsibility.
Mr. Poopy Butthole. Just improvising that shit. I could never go past a desk in the past.
Oh god, I remember that particular one, especially at the end. I laughed so hard at that. Ooh wee. Ooh wee.
What do you think about the fan base though to Rick and Morty?
Seems pretty huge.
Yeah, it seems to contain a lot of demographics.
A little bit politics also, isn't it?
I wish I could have seen. I wish I could have like randomly run into Rick and Morty when I was like 12 or something. To see, yeah. It's like it's incredibly irreverent, and it's really good to see that.
No.
I mean, I heard that Black Mirror is kind of reaching out to the audience for new and crazy ideas to cover. I wonder if I feel like, I mean, I haven't seen the last season. I feel like at some point Rick and Morty will possibly blend into a pretty insane virtual world, because I feel like I kind of love those two. Like I have a bond with them.
Well, I'm speed watching them, so I'm not bonding so easily. And I'm in season 3, and season 1 was really good. Season 2 was okay. But season 3, it's starting to feel like, are they PJing it shit down? Because it could become boring like The Simpsons. Too much of the same, and you know, I saw PG-14 on one. It said, like, isn't that a little bit too young? I mean, fuck the 14-year-old fuckers who produce for the 18 plus. Not 14-year-old boys that are buying all the fan art, is it? It's everyone.
I feel like anything that is at a really high level and doesn't connect with its fan base, right, will eventually run out of momentum. Like Rick and Morty would run out of shit, but if they reach out and they connect with the fan base, and the fan base is good enough and smart enough, it could go forever. It just becomes almost a universe. Like we end up creating it. But yeah, no one says that you're gonna listen to random samples of people's ideas of, like, new ideas, you know? People that are on the very bottom end of the rung. They're the ones that need to filter through the rough.
Master of all science.
There's an episode of Black Mirror that is basically like Steam It. Like Steam It is the real world, like your whole status in the world is based on your upvotes kind of thing. It's funny because my girlfriend and I were like really getting into Steam It. We were watching that episode, we're both just looking at each other like several times like, oh shit. Pretty good though. There's some crazy episodes, and it's fairly feasible. There's some, it's because it's always based on technology and stuff you can do with technology, which is wide open, of course. But they do some really cool stuff.
See, I don't even have any real proof that people get like more open-minded or funnier when you place them into the right immersive circumstances. It's kind of like an act of faith for me to think that when they're removed from their human insecurities and they feel anonymous, that they'll become more positive.
Who says they don't?
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't have proof that they do. I believe very strongly that, when people are able to enter avatars and have anonymity, and that they will blossom. That a lot of their fears will go away, and some really smart but not that confident people will flower in the virtual worlds. And I think no one will know who they are, but they should be able to get paid if they can create. Am I talking about myself? Probably. But there's a lot of people.
There's a Black Mirror episode like that. the guy who runs Avatar he runs for public office.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I mean, I just see it being like, you know, what it's like when it's all of us, you know, when the people who are out in boardrooms on writer teams trying to write shows are like a little bit scared because they're competing with people in virtual circumstances that inspire a lot more natural creativity and narratives that could generate more laughter than like 5 SNL writers teams. Like the one guy was cool and everybody's seeing him, but I figure it's the actual immersive experience on your side that, you know, that really starts to matter the most. That your brain is able to immerse in the other world. And one thing I thought about doing is just say fuck the cooperated version of Shark Tank, and just try to build a single virtual oasis that most closely represents the state of the art of what democracy would do for every single product inside of a virtualized, you know, proposed city state. And be like, listen, we're not going to present shit to you. Fucking come into the fucking city. You know, it's all there. All the schematics are there. Everything is there. Tear it apart, you know. Suggest improvements. Fix that shit. I think those gloves that you sent, something like that's probably going to be important to give them, maybe not the tactile part so much, but to have the sufficiently accurate tracking.
There's a car manufacturer that's using transducers. It's like sonic transducers to send vibration to your finger. So you touch in the middle of the air and you can feel where you touch. It's a lot less. It's like, you know, not as dramatic as the gloves.
I think a big part of my business plan or planning, like, really depends on the fact that to create a functional experience at the level that I think is necessary, like, it just you have to bump up the price so high that, I mean, it's a good business opportunity because the price gets pumped up so high that people can't afford to buy it, so it becomes necessary if they want it that it's built, you know, for them, or ideally for and by them. I feel like the things that it'll take to properly scan your hands and your face and your eyes they're far enough into the future that, you know, we could have a massive, amazing franchise up and running before the tech got close to the point when the average person could ever put this shit in their house. I mean, it's addiction. It's addiction. They're going to be fucking addicted. You can't build great things without paying attention to people's addictive tendencies. All the shitty fucking people do it. Like, there's something to be said for hyper immersion. I've never really been hyper immersed because of technology, but I just, like, we're so fucking close. And that to me would be white mirror. It's like, listen, you know what this is? There's no show. There's just a bunch of you fucking early adopter weirdos. You formed some democracy. You act like you're a sovereign. You're in a parallel reality. Let's see what kind of fucking stories you people can come up with. And if we do it right, the background is already there. Like, we've already built the little utopian city-state background, so just start fucking creating. Sandboxing. Or God boxing or Immortal Kombat. I mean, part of me wants Rick to find another grandson or a nephew. Like, I kind of feel like Morty's kind of like Forrest, like, and And he should find another one who's smart, like someone who can really talk to him. I'd like it to be proven that Rick is arrogant as fuck and is not the smartest man in the universe by any means. Or, no, obviously the smartest being. He might be the smartest man. He's not the smartest being. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
His fan base would disagree with yours.
Fan base. I mean, not all of it. I'm a big part of his fan base. I know that those guys, you know, the writers are smart people. They get to combine their brain and come up with stuff. It's like pumping up a central character. I'm all for it. I mean, if you were debating George Soros, I would be in the room. You know, I'd be trying to help you too. I feel like I'm too optimistic for SteamSpeak sometimes. Although honestly, the two people who've had the most interesting things to say about the things that I find the most interesting are, in fact, the two people at the top of the room. So that kind of like, it's like you guys create like some kind of a positive version of a paywall or a sell wall or something. You guys respond to very strange ideas, honestly, and that's appreciated.
That's the point, right?
It's not that easy to find in everyday reality in a small size American city. And the larger internet's kind of like a bit of a shithole. It gets annoying. They always say choose your battles, but I'd be like, you gotta be like, choose your wars too, dude.
Buy Steam. Pick a fight. Win.
Has there ever been has there ever been even one serious debate here? Are there any videos that anyone has bookmarked where two people in the community like really got into it?
If we ever had fights in here.
No, debates. In between a dialectic and a fight, like just a real debate. Two keyboard gladiators having at it.
Of course we have fights in here. It's a SteamSpeak. It's like digital Sparta.
I mean, yesterday was pretty funny. I feel like I don't know. I feel bad for Axel when you get upset at him. Like I felt like I even tried to take some of the fire off, but it is amusing. But it wasn't so. I mean,
I spent $10 upvoting him with Booster on his last post, so he could go fuck himself and be happy. SPT privilege, bitch.
I mean, Adept had linked me back in the day to some battle cam thing that was a little bit interesting. It seemed like sort of chat roulette without dicks, but I don't know. I like debates. There's a lot of micro debates here. True. I just mean like about Steam It in general. Like that's why I say I wish we had a president just so we could have a campaign. You know, just so we could have a campaign and debates. And who's the number one? What is their name again? Jesta.
What's your number one?
Oh God, if I could, yeah, that dude, I would. That's something I would go in all for. Not to be a dick, not to like debate as an asshole,
right.
but.
So what would you debate him on?
All right, give me a second. I'm actually standing up, so I'm more prepared for debate. First of all, I just found out now that Jesta is a him. I wasn't even 100% sure.
Oh, Jesta is a ham.
That's a cool site in Asia for the memes. You can practically scroll through the episodes and make GIFs and memes.
Oh yeah, it's so awesome. Like, I was doing that for a while there. I was just picking words out that people would say in TeamSpeak, and I would paste the image into chat. It didn't work that often. It's funny.
But the site is well done.
Bro, man, yeah.
One of the coolest GIF makers I've seen so far.
Yeah. That's the site that I use to do the that $SC.
I mean, Inertia, it'll take a little more thinking, but I mean, I'd have to come up with a list of questions from my side. I don't like moderated debates, and one will be, you know, we have a lot of talk of going to the moon. Like, from your perspective, with you as the beholder, like what are the 3 projects here that could realistically take us to this theoretical moon? That would be like number 1. I'd probably want to ask questions where I was very prepared for. Or relatively prepared at least for a good rebuttal. I mean, I'm not against Jesta. I know nothing about Jesta. I just figure like Jesta could get a lot of attention and there's a lot of big ideas, and if Steam's going to make it huge, then I would think the community would have to see an SMT that the whole community, like a large percentage of the community could get on board and develop that SMT together kind of from the beginning to build a unique community intentionally. Like if I build something here, I will probably bother you at times as we try to figure out how to absolutely exclude bots from democracy.
What you got against bots?
One bot compromises democracy. I mean, corporations may be people, robots may be people within the existing ridiculous system, but
What's so good about democracy?
Democracy with a C or with a Z? My company or the concept?
Oh, you're using your wordplay.
No, democracy is the only corporation it's the only LLC I actually have. It's the major corporation, Democracy with a Z. It sounds stupid until it's in giant neon lights, like readable from the moon in the middle.
Why would you be worried about bots in your company?
Well, because it's fucking democracy. Like you can't have bots voting. I mean, you can have them, but they can't have votes.
Now you're flipping back and forth between your company and the word that sounds like the other word that you're talking about.
Well,
that's how you're going to debate. That's pretty.
No. Come on. Democracy it's not that easy. Democracy is the name of my corporation, but it's also a democratic corporation. And I'm saying bots couldn't have votes. Bots couldn't. To run democracy as an SMT or a corporation or anything, you know, democracy with a Z, you have to be ensured of, you know, the one person, one vote, one bot, you know, compromises democracy. So they just have to be identifiable. You have to know your citizens. I know it's a challenge, right? We talked about it before. It's not impossible. I have nothing against bots. They're just not citizens to me. Proxy bots, maybe. If you gave your choice to a bot or something, you know, and let it run an algorithm, fine. But it has to start out with...
That's what they all are. It's not like there's a bot running around with stake that it didn't earn. I mean, that it earned, rather. That it didn't get from somebody.
Well, yeah. Well, we have a stake weight, right? So you can buy a big account. You can get a ton of votes without it, nothing to do with bots. You just put in...
So you're talking about an SMT, right?
I mean, at the moment, I mean, I don't know what its final manifestation is, but if then an SMT, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, SMTs, the way that they're currently designed in the white paper, they don't have any one person, one vote functionality.
Well, that's why I still keep my vision open to EOS and even not yet appearing chains. It's why I try to write down my own ideas. But
it seems to me the EOS implementation they're using is Web of Trust, and it requires a block signer to be involved, which I don't understand, unless I'm reading the code wrong. I mean, it's not like they've gone into a lot of just detail on that I'm aware of. they've gone into a lot of detail on the file hosting idea, but not so much on the web of trust. And web of trust is kind of weird. I like web of trust, but I don't know if it's something that can be used for this.
Well, to me, I mean, on one hand, you have pure democracy, like one person, one vote. I figure on another level, I'm sort of obsessed with all the different board of director concepts, and I really, really like the idea of getting, me getting, as I build a company, finding my own personal board of directors and saying, well, this kind of truly vests me. I've brought in a board of directors for myself, which means this place has my back so effectively that I'm considered a great citizen. And then each of the people who was one of my board of directors, they're owners of the company, but when they want to be on the board of directors...
you know what happens a lot with the BitShares implementation, user-issued assets. You get this person who has this coin. They don't really know how to maintain it, so they look at the market, and they notice that there's people lowballing their coin. This probably happened with SMTs. And so they set up a bid to try and be lower than the person doing the lowball, and they accidentally fill the order. That's a lowball order because they don't understand the UI. The UI is awful. Happens a lot.
I mean, I feel like if I were to build democracy as an SMT, it wouldn't be a revenue gathering place. It would more be just the operating model. It wouldn't. Maybe it wouldn't.
Then why have an SMT?
Well, to learn from the people who adopted democracy. Just for data that they're voluntarily offering. We'd need to figure out Steam isn't exactly a perfect equity crowdsourcing platform.
So you don't want any market makers?
I'm not entirely sure. I haven't thought that much about market making like that. But no, moving forward, I'm not entirely sure. But what
if Bernie Sanders comes along and buys all the coins?
Well, the way I look at it, if we actually are doing a governance
board of directors.
Well, I don't know. If we're doing a governance model and an economic model together, I would say that on the economic side of the business, the investment side, Bernie Sanders could definitely move his tokens wherever he wanted into our model of university to support whatever fucking projects he wanted. But just when it comes to the governance, no amount of money should get him more than one. Voluntary proxyism is completely... fine. And again, I'm on half the equation. I'm completely for stake weighting, but to build a company like democracy, you need to actually have democracy. I guess you're right though. You're saying bots are not wandering around choosing to make their own votes anyways. It's not the bots. It's the stake weight at the governance level.
It's entirely possible someone's running a bot. They put a bunch of stake on it, and then they die, and the bot's still running.
For probably the 8th time, I want macro bots. I want my machines to study me and figure out where I'm wasting time and show me shortcuts and help me to string together prearranged bits of code to minimize the unnecessary efficiency in my digital existence. I would take that first. Just like when I build a company, I want to build a company that says my investors are first, not my customers. To me, that's the way it is. Customers are not first. You don't even have customers that aren't investors until you've come up with a properly working model in my world. And the initial investment is essentially intellectual. It's all data.
So if you think really hard, then you get a coin.
No, if you take a kind of you take a gauntlet test which asks for your reactions, you probably get some kind of compensation for taking the whole adventure and providing us with all those points of data. But at the same time, if you creatively say something in response to the choose your own adventure and it's popular, like, you can get some shit from that too. But mainly just we would want everyone to play all the way through the game and to tell us everything that they can possibly tell us, being conscious of the fact that we do intend to create an actual city-state, and like we need them to be as honest and in real life mentally centric as they can be as they play the game. Like it that's why I want to call it is real. It's not real, but it's gonna look awfully fucking real. Part of it's just quality control. Part of it's looking for spontaneous invention and spontaneous rhymes and lines, but part of it's just quality control, like going through the models and trying to find if there's, shit that might be broken that no one else noticed. I'm just a idiot though. That's why I call it pre-science fiction. It's not even science fiction. It's like it's one step before. It's pre-science fiction, which is one of my favorite phrases. I was saying, if I had my way, I would go 100% for a democratic operating model or system. Like more than the currency, more than anything, it would be starting to develop an actually manifest international model of cooperated democracy. Everything else is better if you fix your governance model, and it's ridiculous, but with the right constitution, shitty fucking selfish people who want to steal from you, they'll never apply for fucking ownership in the first place. They'll be like, this is a socialist business. Yeah, it's a fucking capitalist business that happens to see its citizens cooperate greatly to minimize ridiculous inefficiency, because that's one of the ways you create enlightened society and franchise that shit for billions in market cap. Sorry, trillions. Billions wouldn't cut that. I mean, I wonder if anyone would disagree that the sum of us is dumb as fuck. I don't feel like anyone would disagree with that. I know brilliant people, but the sum of us is dumb as fuck. Damn, sometimes I just get extra high and I'm excited. I appreciate y'all ways. Rick? Rick? Where did Rick go, man? I thought, Furskin, aren't you Rick? Aren't we Morty? What's going on? Do I have this dynamic misunderstood? Fuck, I want to go to the gym, Inertia. Damn, dude, I'm feeling like a fat ass right now. Like, oh, I want to go lift some weights. I never do it, though. I go to the gym, I just play basketball. I never fucking lift weights, ever.